Hello guys and welcome back to Newton Effects YouTube channel. And on this episode, we're gonna take a look at small, simple trading scalping strategies that you can apply into your trading strategy as well. By now, as a trader, you must already have your trading plan. If you guys want to learn how to develop your own trading plan and learn how to keep your clean trading statistics, please comment that down below, guys. But for now, I'm just going to show you a simple breakout and retest and structure break strategy that you can apply on a daily basis. But always remember, guys, this is my perspective of the market, so keep that in consideration while you're watching this video and while you're learning to become a better trader. Because why? I've been through the process of discovering new ways to basically come to a conclusion to be more profitable. But with this structure and trading strategies, it's gonna cost you not much but only patience, guys. Only gonna cost you to be patient and wait for the setup to play. I know a lot of you guys will get FOMO while you're trading, but with this setup you must be so patient, guys. If you're waiting for a setup to play off, take a walk in the park and come back, see if your setup is ready, then you execute on the setup. So let's start right off with this setup, guys. So what I most likely look for when I'm trading is that I will always look for structure break, guys. I will most likely and always look for structure break, because why? With no structure break, we cannot with no structure break, we cannot basically direct where the price will go next to, right? So that is why price action is so important for us in market structure break, guys. So let's start off with this strategy, guys. We're also going to use the Fibonacci in this strategy, guys, so please take notes. So what you guys can see and how this strategy works is that we must always get a consolidation range, right? On your 4-hour time frame, especially on the 4-hour time frame and on your 1-hour time frame, we must always get some form of a consolidation range. Then we must always keep note of where is our previous higher low. So if we're trading in the opposite direction, it's gonna be vice versa. So that is what we're gonna look for. We're gonna wait for price to break structure lows to create a new lower low. So now we can say that price did break structure lows. So as we can see that price was in this box range, right? Price was in this consolidation. That what I could also call it box range. So now we can see that price breaks structure lows, and it did also break this lows. So now we can see that price forming another beautiful range structure, and then price come for the correction. So once price come for the correction, guys, we're not gonna look for buys. The reason why is because price did break structure higher lows, and price did come and create a new lower low. So now we will use our Fibonacci, guys, from this high point to this low point. There we go. So now we can see on a Fibonacci, we always use our 618 and 50, and on the latest 764. So now you guys can see that we have a structure break. Price did come for the correction there on our 618 price, showing us some form of a lot of rejection, as you guys can see, and it also come and test this level of support that is becoming a level of resistance right now. So once we saw that price break structure lows, as well, as you guys can see here on this, right, we can say this is also a low, right? We can say this reason right here is also a low. So once we see a clean bearish engulfing candle, right? This is a bearish engulfing candle, guys. This is what we're looking for. Once we see a clean bearish engulfing candle, we will take that trade, right? This is how the strategy works. We must wait for a structure break, wait for price to retrace back, respect our level of support as resistance now, form a level of resistance, showing us some form of resistance. And once we get a clean, a bearish engulfing candle, then we will take the trade. So there we can see we have this bearish engulfing candle. So I will place my setup right there. And now we will work according to risk management. I most likely love to do a 3-to-1 or 1-to-3, guys. That's the smallest. So always manage your risk wisely. I have what I call the fixed stop and what I call my technical stop. So on this setup, I'm gonna use a technical stop, right? You see right there. So now I'm gonna look where is my previous lows, right? I can see this is my previous lows. So let's drag it all the way to the downside. We always look for a 3-to-1 as well. To the downside, there we go, right? You can see that price is a 3 or 1-to-3, right? So that is how basically with this strategy you can use your risk management properly, guys. You see how it works, right? You're risking that amount to gain at least 3 times that amount. That is how the strategy works, guys. So let's continue. Let's clean the charts. It's so cluttered, right? Here we can see the same setup, right? We can see we have this reason right here, right? We can see we have this box range again on my 4-hour time frame, guys. You guys can backtest this and apply this, and you guys will be amazed of how this is working. So here we can see that this was our previous high low. If we draw a trend line from this low to this higher low, we can see that price did create a new lower low. So once price create a new lower low and break structure lows, we're not gonna look for buys. What we're gonna look for, we're gonna wait for the correction, guys. There's our correction. So then we run a Fibonacci. We wait for price to at least respects our 618, 50, and 764. So now we drag it to the downside, right? Now we can see that price did respect our 50 and did come into the 618 zone and price reject, right? So once we saw this candle right here, this bearish engulfing candle, we could take a position there again, right? And keep our stop just above this previous week, right? As you guys can see. So now we can target our previous lows. Like this is the reason that we can target, right? And let's just back more. This reason here as well. It's also a reason that we can look, because why you can see there's reasons right there, right? We always look for a 1-to-2 or a 1-to-3. That is basically how I'm trading, guys, and I would recommend you guys to do it as well. So there we can see that price come to this level. This is also where we could say, okay, but price, you can take half of your positions partials, but we're basically looking for this 3-to-1. Where's 3-to-1? 3-to-2. Okay, let's just keep it to 1-to-2, right? At least to that, to this reason right here, right? This is basically how simple this strategy is, guys. As you guys can see that we did break structure lows to the downside. Price did form a box range, break structure to the downside. Price created a new lower low, come for the correction, showing us some of correction in our Fibonacci at our 618. Price giving us this bearish engulfing candle. We target our previous lows, and also we manage our risk and keep track of our ratio at least to 1-to-2 or 3-to-1, guys. That is the smallest that I would recommend. I will never suggest your guys or recommend your guys to trade a 1-to-1, right? That is just ridiculous, guys. Always use 1-to-2 or 1-to-3, right? Because why? Once you take a loss, on the market, you always must be so confident, like, okay, I risk that particular type of amount on this trade. So now once I take a loss, I'm still one up, because why? You was trading with a ratio of 1-to-2, right? Or 1-to-3. So that is what how the ratio is really important, guys, to keep you consistent. So let's continue on, right? So now you guys can see that we don't have a box range right here, but what we can see that price did come to the downside, right? Create lower lows and higher lows, right? We can see that price did create this low, but what we can see now is that price did create the new higher high. The reason why that is a higher high, it's a structure break, because right, previous this was our previous lower high, and price did create a new higher high. So now we will wait for price to come and test this reason right here again, and that is basically our correction, and we will wait for bullish engulfing candle as well on the setup. As you guys can see, this is our correction. We can run a Fibonacci from this swing low right there, come on, to right there, right here. You guys can see that price break to the upside, break structure, lower highs, and then create a new higher high. There we can see price coming for the correction. Once that, you guys must learn how to see the difference between a correction and straight impulse, right? This is an impulse to the upside, right? Price was pushing hard to the upside. Look at how the correction move come down. It's very slowly, right? Price did come very slowly to the downside. There's how bullish engulfing candle. Price did respect our reason right there, right? So, oh wow, I think I draw this thing the wrong way, guys. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So now you guys can see that price did respect my 50 on my Fibonacci, right? We could take your entry right there, right? Take your position right there. Keep a stop under the previous candle low right there, right? Target previous highs, right? So this is going to be an area that we will target, and this is going to be an area that we're going to target as well. We can also look for this lows right there, right? So we're always looking for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Right there we can see we have a ratio of 1 to 2, right? Let's see if we can make 1 to, there we go, right? There we have the ratio of 1 to 3, right? So now, guys, we are 3 times above when we're gonna take a loss, right? So this is how simple this strategy is, guys. I hope you guys really get the technicals behind how the strategy works, guys. It's basically plain and simple. Let me just clean it and just show you something on this. So, guys, the strategy works like this, right? We have this range, right? We have this range. We see that price break to the downside. Price come for the correction, right? So let's say price was here creating higher highs and higher lows. It's gonna make it. Excuse me. And there price starting to range, right? So here we could see that price break structure lows right there, because right, this was a previous higher low, and their price creating a new lower low. So now price coming for the correction right there. So if we run a Fibonacci from this low to this reason, we can see that this was respected, and price also coming respect this reason here again. So what we could do is that we can take a sell position from here. Once we get a bearish engulfing candle from this reason, we can target this reason right there, and we can target this reason right there, right? There's a 3 to 1. This is basically how simple it is, and you can basically do it the other way around as well. So price was coming to the downside, creating higher lows, creating a lower highs and lower lows. I still get sometimes confused with that, but I'm just a human being, guys. So as you guys can see right there, price create is low, break structure there, right? Price come for the downside, create a new higher high, and then a higher low. There we can see that again. The same setup, right? We could run a Fibonacci from this reason right there, this reason right there, as you guys can see, right? 38 was respected. This is also a level of resistance that is becoming a support, guys. So this is basically the simple and plain technicals behind this simple scalping strategy, guys. I'm applying this strategy every single day, and I can tell you that it's really profitable, guys, with proper risk management, right? I risk at least 1 to 5% on one particular trade, and all depends on my stop. So if my stop is smaller, then I can take at least 2 trades to make it 1.5% full, right? Because my that is basically how I'm trading. I never risk more than 1.5% on a particular trade. It depends how I'm trading and how I'm growing steadily up, guys. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys take notes. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, guys. It's your boy King GK, yet Newton Effects, and I'm out.